16 teams started this year's Volleyball Nations League in search of glory, and now only 4 remain. Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of The Quick Set with me, Clayton Lucas. The Final Four begins here in Gdańsk with the host Poland facing Japan, and then the semi-finals conclude with the USA taking on the reigning world and European champions, Italy. The quarter-final matches of this year's VNL lit up the Ergo Arena. The first game was a rematch of last year's VNL final, as the USA looked to exact their revenge on an incredibly strong French team. It was looking like the USA were not only going to get their revenge, but sweep France aside in straight sets as they raced into a 2-0 lead. However, Andrea Gianni's men rolled up their sleeves, dug deep, and took the next 2 sets to take the game into a tiebreaker. USA opposite Matt Anderson showed his class as he led John Spurrell's team to victory, 15-9. Mr. Anderson was the top scorer with 22 points, and last-minute starter Thomas Jeschke stepped up and delivered 16 points in the absence of Aaron Russell. The USA are in the VNL semi-finals for the 4th time in 5 seasons. Now the biggest question for Spurrell, the team and the fans is this: will Aaron Russell be fit to play their semi-final today? And if he is, will he start or will it be Jeschke? We'll just have to wait and see. Italy are one step closer to their first ever Volleyball Nations League title after a brilliant performance against Tokyo Olympic bronze medalist Argentina, cruising to a comfortable and formidable 3-0 victory at the Ergo Arena. Italy had the 4 highest scoring players in that match. Alessandro Michieletto made 15 points, followed by Daniele Lavia with 12, then 11 from opposite Yuri Romano, and middle blocker Roberto Russo adding another 10, including 3 monster blocks. The ease of the win for the Azzurri has raised a lot of eyebrows here in Gdańsk, with many tipping them for gold this time around. Japan have surpassed the quarter-final stage of the VNL for the first time after a straight sets win over Slovenia. Team captain Yuki Ishikawa was his usual brilliant self, leaving the court with 27 points, the highest scoring performance of all the quarter-finals so far. Yet again, Japan frustrated their opponents with their ceaseless ability to keep the ball off the floor and counter-attack. Take note, Japan are now 1 win away from claiming their first medal in an international event since they took bronze in the 2009 FIVB Grand Champions Cup. The last quarter-final match was played in front of a sold-out Ergo Arena as Poland went against long-time rivals Brazil. This match was the 40th encounter between them in FIVB competition, and it was as dramatic and as heated as ever. This was a game that had 5 sets written all over it, yet no one had told Poland. And in front of just under 11,000 passionate fans, Nikola Grbić's team managed to win in 3. Outside hitter Aleksander Śliwka was a key player in the Polish victory, top scoring with 16 points, 12 attacks, 2 blocks and 2 serve aces. Teammate Wilfredo Leon chipped in with 11 points, and middle blocker Mateusz Bieniek with 10, including 4 aces from his now legendary hybrid jump serve. This then is what the semi-finals look like: Poland versus Japan, and then the USA versus Italy. Poland and Japan have already met in this year's VNL in the preliminary phase. It was the last game of week 3 and Poland took the match in straight sets. However, don't read too much into that. The nature of Japan's victory over Slovenia here in Gdańsk will have made Poland sit up and take note. It may be a Poland home match with another capacity crowd. However, Japan have the respect of the world for their awe-inspiring style of play, and make no mistake, they will give everything they have to get the win and demand that Poland do the same. For Italy against the USA, Italy will be confident. The USA will be quietly plotting a way to make the final. Both teams met in week 1, and it was a straight sets victory for the US, 15, 18 and 19. But here's the rub. The team here in Gdańsk is not the same as the team that lost in Ottawa. There is nothing for the USA to look at from that game and devise a plan from. It'll be based on the game here against Argentina in the quarter-finals, and they only have 3 sets to work with. Not only that, Italy dismantled Marcelo Mendes's team 17, 13 and 14. So then, a weekend of world-class volleyball awaits. 2 semi-final matches coming later on today, and tomorrow it's the bronze and gold medal games. And they're matches that you just don't want to miss, and you can watch them all live on VBTV. For the latest news, results and schedules, you can go to volleyballworld.com. Well, that's it from me, but before I go, I'd just like to say on behalf of the VNL, thank you all so much for being a part of it. Enjoy the finals, and until next time, goodbye.